Class at Eastern Washington before he could officially transfer, and a quick pop right over the middle that time to Evan Bayless.
Vernon.
Play action. Adams with time downfield. He's looking for Carrington, and he comes up with a great catch inside the 10. Quaishi Brown had coverage, but Carrington came up big.
It's been so big for this offense, getting their best pure wide receiver back in the lineup. Suspended the first 6 games. He's been a monster against Washington. Huge catch.
Yards to open up the game. And Oregon scores on their opening drive. 6-play drive highlighted by the big turn. 3rd and short. Freeman didn't need to be physical. Nothing but green space. Royce Freeman, how about it? '64-yard touchdown by Royce Freeman. Every which way, the power game and the all-out speed. Ducks on top. First down at the 19. Balaj tackled for a loss that time, as it was Christian French first to get in there.
I think it's Taradni Prevo.
Oh, excuse me.
It's kind of hard to see. 86-9. Middle of the field be a good option.
3rd and 6. Taken down for a sack. As Alex Balducci, who's having a very productive season, comes up big.
And he completely swims the right guard, V. Teofilo. Nice job on the pass rush. Watch over here. Or sorry, right over the ball. The nose guard, number 73. It's just a pure swim move. Very poor pass protection because of that.
Confident they potentially could get one on Vernon Adams based on the way he carries the ball. But right now it's Royce Freeman who's going to tuck that away, keep those legs going, and get a good gainer out to midfield. 16-yard run for Royce Freeman.
It's good, tough running, Joe, but if you're going to run to the perimeter, you got to be able to seal the edge. And Crosby, the right tackle, 73, did an outstanding job of that. And after that, it's all 21. Strong legs, those feet consistently churning.
So backed up to a 1st and 15 for Adams now. As over the middle, he gets it complete to Braylon Addison, who crosses midfield for a Ducks first down. 4th down. Adams to pass. Downfield he goes, wide open, touchdown, Carrington. Fourth down, touchdown pass, 39 yards to Darren Carrington.
And a complete coverage bust by Arizona State. You got a guy in motion running a wheel. You got Stanford, number 88, running a shallow, and everybody forgot about Darren Carrington.
Bercovici. Ball's loose, and who's got it? He had 2 linemen fighting for it, as Tyson Coleman came in hard on Mike Bercovici.
The Oregon.
And around this time, it is Carrington. Carrington with blockers in front, passes midfield, tiptoed, stepped out of bounds. But a good gain for Darren Carrington, who has come up big already tonight.
I like the play.
But limited carries tonight. Here's another inside screen. Addison, here he goes! Inside the 20 and thrown forward by Simone. So the Ducks are on the move.
It was a great catch by Addison. You're going to see him climb the ladder and get this. But I want you to also notice bodies downfield. You got 62 Pearson, you got 81 Bayless getting blocks out in front of him.
Made from 24 earlier. This from 37. So they get 3 out of it.
Special teams. Good reason why. One of the best in the country. Watch him set the blocks up and then make the kicker miss. That is a nightmare for Zane Gonzalez, who's already had a rough night. He's missed 3 field goals. He had a kickoff out of bounds. Now you find yourself one-on-one with not much speed. Whether it's him, Braylon Addison, they've got guys that can hurt you, and they can change the complexion of a game on one play. And that's exactly what Oregon did right there. It was literally an 11-point game seconds ago.
Foster motions out. Bercovici, a rush of 4. And he was met that time as Buckner got in on him.
There was great push right up the middle by their nose guard.
That was Malata there.
Yeah, I mean, just unbelievable that this came from right in his lap, and there was nowhere to run.
And then Buckner finished him off. 2nd and 2. Benoit again picks up a block, turns on the speed. Could he? How about it, folks? We got back and forth here in the desert. Good stuff by the Ducks.
Key block on this play by wide receiver Darren Carrington, having a big game, catching the ball. He had a big reverse recently on a drive. Watch 7 on the perimeter down here against number 8, Lloyd Carrington. Not related, just gets him tied up enough to spring Benoit. And all that speed. I think if you're Oregon, remember, for years now, yeah, you've scored a lot of points, but the bread and butter of this...
66 yards of total offense, most they've had in nearly 10 years. Downfield, this time intercepted by Robinson. Tyree Robinson, and he loses the ball and gets it back. So here comes Oregon's chance with 5 minutes to play.
This is a really weird play because at the start of it, did you notice how the entire offensive line of Arizona State was frozen? You see that now throughout the country. When they think they have an offside, they don't move. And I think that's what Bercovici thought he had right here. I think he thought he had a free play, so he just chucked the football deep down the field. And there's Tyree Robinson, who's made a lot of plays tonight early, also gave up a touchdown pass. Look at the left side of the defense here. It looks like there's a flinch. It looked to me like there might have been an offsides. It was never called. And that is a huge turnover in this game. Wow.
That missed opportunity moments ago. Adams gonna launch it downfield, and it is caught by Freeman over the shoulder into the hands, and the Ducks stay alive.
What a job, a throw by Vernon Adams, and the job he did in the pocket. Watch him drop back here. He's looking to his left. He's going to have a body. His own guard actually kind of hits him. He just is able to slide and just drops that right down the chimney.
Here's your ball game. 4th and goal. Adams once again extending the play. Does he have a miracle left in him? Launches it. 2 players come together, and it is scored. Dwayne Stanford. Oh, my.
Vernon Adams just has the gift. He has the ability to escape. I don't know how he bought time to get rid of this throw, but what a job by Stanford going up and making it his football. I'm watching that and I'm thinking, you know, that might get knocked out of his hands by his own teammate. Strong.
Stay true to your identity as they motion out Freeman. Adams, empty set. Look at the time he has, and he gets the completion and 1 cut, and guess who it is again? Dwayne Stanford, touchdown on the first play of overtime.
And Arizona State decided not to blitz that time. And Vernon Adams had all day in the pocket to just survey the field. They bring 4 guys. This is the easiest pass rush Oregon's offensive line has had to stop. You see they got a double team on 1 guy. There's time for Vernon Adams to look down the field. And he hits the man of the minute right now in Dwayne Stanford. How about that for your overtime offensive series? 1 play.
Adams and the Ducks are back out there. And they will start with Freeman. And Royce Freeman now with a first down on the first play of double overtime for the Oregon offense. They get the last at bat. Adams to pass on 3rd down. Now comes forward. Can he get to the edge? Adams diving ahead. Touchdown, Vernon Adams. That was close. Freeman just walks his way in. A little something extra there between a couple linemen, but
that was Matt Haggerty, the center.
We are right now another Schneider extra point away, and then that will be the end of extra points for us, Jesse. As we go to triple, is a big part of what they do defensively. 1st and 15 now, backed up to the 30 for Adams. Looks one way, and now the quick feet. Always looking to extend the play. Can't take a big loss in a spot like this. Survives it somehow, gains yardage, cuts back inside the 20. How did he pull that off, Jesse?
It's incredible, but Joe, he's done it time and time again tonight. It's like Houdini. First you see him, then you don't. Look, I mean, it's like playground football. He's holding it in his left hand, stretching it out on.
To the end zone he goes. Was he in? They're talking it over.
No.
Touchdown! Braylon Addison. They say somehow, some way, he got his foot down.
Long conversation by the referees. I didn't think he was in. Watching that in real time.
Nor did I.
No, I'm shocked it took that long. Watch this. Left foot, yeah, that toe looks like it's
yeah, well, guess what, though? You better have the video evidence to say so, because they've called it a touchdown on the field.
This will be the look right here. Oh, maybe
There's a camera lens in the way.
There's a camera in the way.
There's a camera in the way.
But, but it looks like, even with that.
And you see the white there on that tip of the toe.
There's enough for me looking right there at that to say that's indisputable that he's out. Of course, we had a play earlier in the game that you and I thought we didn't have the indisputable video.
This is a good look right here, Jess. This should give you a good look.
I don't know. I don't think that's the better look. It's hard to tell.
You see that snap zoom in there. You see white on the front toe there,
yeah,
don't you?
Yeah. I mean, I think there's enough from the angles we've seen. It's close.
To your point, in real time, neither one of us are saying touchdown there.
Running on the field stand. Wow. Touchdown.
It felt like they didn't have that video evidence. You saw the left foot come down. Gonna pass again. Intercepted! Arian Springs! Game over! Good night, Arizona State! The Ducks are soaring!
I think on this play on defense for Oregon, this is a better play. That corner by Arian Springs. You've got Tim White outside. He's running a slant, and it looks like he kind of just quits on the route midway. I don't think he was really expecting the football. He's not running hard to the middle of the field. And Arian Springs was just way more alert, and he makes the play. Arian Springs, who was hurt earlier in the game, another one of these guys that maybe not playing 100%, makes a massive, massive play late. Mike Bercovici, who's had a phenomenal night throwing it and running it, throws a pick. Oregon's Pac-12 title hopes remain alive.
Once again, our final score, 61-55 in triple overtime. Sports Center's coming up in 15 seconds. What a thriller in the desert. 9th straight win for the Ducks over ASU.